fighting that case. Took so many L's, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Posse, Dave went. Still here, still in your ear. When it starts so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls. To the letter, rock, turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints you rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing.
God damn.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and our home team. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Balaj. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I'm coming after you. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run here with Balaj. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
5. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30 and all the way out to the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
He's going to let this one go deep. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heel.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Balaj. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. This complete to Jones. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Caught by Jones. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is Gordon. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Hey, Sue. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll drop the throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Gordon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, exit.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Chargers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third and 8. Now back to throw. Jones has it. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jerry Tillery able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screen.
There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, LA! Melvin Gordon, 76 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. The defense was expecting run. They got it. They just forgot to stop it.
Sometimes execution just wins, doesn't it? And give a lot of credit to the big guys up front because they knew they were running against a defensive front that was probably overloaded, and they had to find a way to create just a little bit of space, and they ended up creating a lot of space, and off he went.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield being chased out left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Here we go.
Mayfield to throw it. Eluding the play. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Baker Mayfield. As the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Joey Bosa in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Third and long for Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 38, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Let's go, D. Big series.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 20. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch twist. Hey, switch gears.
King.
They'll stay on the ground. Barrage again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Mayfield looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 5-yard touchdown. As they're an extra point away now from tying this football game. Oh, this is blocked. Now the Chargers have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
As you tell me all the time, Brandon, mark that play down. That should be a tie game. Instead, a great job by the guys blocking it. And, boy, they've got to have a great lift going off the field.
And the further it happens in the game and here in the second half, it just gets more magnified. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here, the 32.
He playing with a salty all here.
They'll take over 1st down and goal to go at the 2-yard line.
He playing with you, Asante? Why?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Slam. Check 99.
Regular. Alert.
Here's a run with Barrage. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Baker Mayfield, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Gordon. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. 2nd and 14. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Balaj. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chargers' 35-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some clock.
And they give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Check 4, check 4. Kill. Run. Kill.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's going to be a long day.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Ready. Turn over.
Good game, man. Good game.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
You gotta fight.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Dolphins, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all came to win. Oh, they asked you my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you like 15, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Get shorty, she support. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winner side. Ready try, keep a different vibe. It's you down the ride, down the tide. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Yeah, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hip is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. No, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We see W's like Tupac used to throw up. Get it, might as well forfeit your team, shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season.